There are three big mistakes that people make when they be trying to chase their goals. And if you make these three mistakes, that might be halting your process. But first, let me ask you, I want you to be honest. Why you think you ain't accomplishing your goals? You think you ain't got enough time, enough resources, or you think you're not good enough? I guarantee you, none of that's the issue. I'm gonna tell you these three things. Once you change these, and if you are doing these, you need to change them. Man, it's gonna help your process. You're gonna come better way quicker. But we're gonna go ahead and get right into it. I'm gonna say the first reason that you might not be accomplishing your goals as quick as you want to is because you too focus on the end goal instead of the process. Instead of learning the lessons and overcoming the challenges that get thrown at you while you're trying to reach your goals, you so worried about the outcome that you miss everything. It's kind of like life. You so worried about getting to this point of life, but you missing all these relationships, all this fun you could have had. Don't get me wrong, you still gotta grind and focus on yourself, but you gotta enjoy the time while you're doing it. You can't just always think that you have to be perfect. You're gonna miss the point of the lessons. What's the point? You should always be learning, right? They say you should always be learning. So what about when you don't got nothing else to learn? Now you just sitting there useless. There's no feeling. There's no feeling in just finally being there. You have to enjoy the process. The people who went through the most pain enjoy it the most when they get there. If you're just ignoring the process, that's probably the reason you're not reaching your goals. I'm telling you right now. So if you fix out one thing, start focusing on the process, start embracing the failures and lessons and using it to make yourself a better person, you're going to evolve in a way you didn't know was possible. So that was number one. Number two, I'm going to say is you either using everybody else's motivation or you're using your own motivation. Or I wouldn't even say motivation, I would say whatever keeps you going. So like some people use motivation, some people use discipline, some people use courage, some people use the end goal. But those aren't the same one isn't for everybody. You got to figure out if something motivates you, or if you just have to use discipline, or if you just have to worry about the goal. If you do worry about the goal though, like I just said, enjoy the process, but still, is it the goal that pushes you? Is it the way you're going to feel when you reach it that pushes you? You got to figure out what pushes you. Don't be listening to everybody else on something. Oh, you just have to be disciplined. Oh, you have to be motivated. Oh, you have to find your purpose. Oh, you have to find your reason. It's different for everybody. Me, it's not discipline that keeps me going. It's not motivation that keeps me going. I keep going for y'all, because I can change one of y'all life by giving y'all my information I done learned. And as I'm learning, I'm gonna teach y'all. I'm only 20. I just turned 23 days ago, but I'm still learning. And as I still learn, I'm gonna still teach y'all. That's what keeps me going. You gotta find what keeps you going, and you gotta put that in your heart and your soul, and that's what's gonna push you to the next level. So that was number two. Stop using the wrong whatever motivation. Find the right thing that makes you want to keep going, and use that to your advantage. Don't listen to everybody else. Everybody else is different. We all different and unique. Find what keeps pushing you, and put that in your heart and soul, and that's gonna keep you going. So that was number two. And I'm gonna say this last one, number three. This might be the most important one, and it kind of correlates to number one. Like when you're not enjoying the process, but it's a specific part, and that's not learning from the failure. What's the point of the failure if you didn't learn from it? Just so you can cry and sob and restart? No. Learn from the failure. We call L's a lesson the way I grew up. Now, that's what my friends call it. That's what my pops call it. We call L's a lesson, not a loss. It's a lesson for a reason. You use that lesson to improve yourself, make yourself better. There's two people. You can be the victim, you can be the pursuer. You know what I'm saying? You can be the victim who's going to sit there and sob because nothing went your way, or you're going to be the pursuer. You're going to say, okay, this happened to me, but I'm going to pursue this next level to get out of my current state, get out of my current debt, get out of my current depression, get out of my current you know what I'm saying? You got to learn from your failures, learn from your losses, use that to make a lesson, learn from the lesson, implement it, and grow. You're going to grow faster, quicker. That's how you get ahead of everybody. Because you can be in a whole group of people, and the same thing could all happen to every one of y'all. But while everybody else is going to sit there and sob, guess what you're going to do? You're going to say, yeah, it is a sad situation. At the end of the day, no one cares. Like I say in every video, No one's going to come save you. Nature doesn't care about you. Karma doesn't care about you. No one cares about you. You got to make stuff happen yourself. I'm tired of all this manifest. You don't manifest nothing. You work for it. You didn't manifest it. You worked for it. If you got to where you wanted to be, you worked for it. Stop saying manifest to get all these people just trying to manifest to sell a course. I ain't manifesting nothing. You gotta work for it. And I'm telling you, you gotta work for it too. I ain't manifest nothing. I work for everything I got. Stop with all this manifesting. People don't want to learn from their failures, man. You don't manifest. You learn from your failure and you win, succeed, and grow. You don't just lose and say, it's going to get better 2 years from now, and then it does. That doesn't happen. You have to work to make it better. Stop thinking you can manifest everything. It's no such thing. I don't know who came up with that word. Y'all can hit me in the comments. No, that's what them females use, man. Any dude who uses manifest, don't listen to him. That's not a man, bro. Who uses manifest? What man uses manifest? No. You gotta work for it. You gotta work for everything. I know it's men who have rich parents who have stuff handed to them. But around here, you gotta work for what you want. Ain't no manifesting nothing. It's called hard work and discipline. That's what it is. But look, that was number 3. Learn from your failures. Stop just trying to push it away and manifest things. Learn from your failures. Learn the lesson. Implement it. That's what's going to make you the best version of you. But those are the 3 things that are more than likely halting your process to reach your goals. You focusing too much on the end goal instead of the process. You using the wrong thing to keep you going just because someone else told you. And you don't want to learn from your failures and your losses. You just want to sit there and stop. If you change those 3 things, your life going to change. Even if it gets worse at first, it's going to be way better in the long run. I'm telling you right now. And if you don't believe me, just try it for yourself. But with that being said, that was all 3. And I want y'all to remember one more thing. As long as you're alive, no matter what happens, life goes on. Peace.